Well, tonight was a little more go-home showish than we had in the past. Didn't feel the same way that we had last night with Raw. We had some matches, some blow-offs. We got a little bit of that with Sammy and Alistair. I also thought that the stuff with Dolph and Ali was good. Overall, wasn't terrible for a go-home show. But the big reveal at the end, are we satisfied with Rowan, or is this just a tease? Because eventually down the road, we're obviously going to find out that it was Daniel Bryan as the mastermind, or who knows which one it is. In any event, you're here with me. We're going to get ready to do it. Let's mark out.
We are going to watch Battlegrounds, drink some Diet Pepsis, and talk about the Ascension.
I'm not angry. What the...
The longest-running weekly overproduced, under-talented, episodic, sometimes echoing, often infighting wrestling podcast.
It is Tuesday night Smackdown. Gonna change the logo there up on the screen. I don't know why it's not right.
Come on, man.
As you hear alongside me is my co-host. It is the Bionic Mark Bryan, returning after being absent last night. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, it took a little hiatus. Missed the TV taping, so I'm back.
The TV taping?
Yeah, last night our TV taping, so here we are.
Rody Rob wasn't rose-colored, but we did have a decent show,
Okay.
So I don't know if that had something to play with it. We're going to have a decent show again tonight. It gave us a little bit of everything. It gave us some stuff that was negative we can critique. It gave us some stuff that was positive that we can, like about tonight's episode. Overall, I feel like they're definitely trying more.
You think so?
It felt phoned in before. They're now not just throwing darts, I feel like. I'm not trying to be rose-colored. You know me, I'm very level-headed here.
I'm so fucking sick of that term. Rose-colored. We've been saying that so much for like a month now.
Well, that's because of Rody.
It's because of both of you.
Well, but do you know what I mean? Like a lot of the times lately in the past, 4 months, It's like they're throwing darts and seeing what sticks. And even if something sticks, they're not letting it breathe to have time to maturate. This feels a little better. Not to be a glass half full, to be a realist there. Who is with us on the board?
Before we go to the board.
No. Go to the board
Yeah,
first.
go to the board first.
I know what we're going to do.
All
Go
right,
to the
fine.
board first.
All right, so let's go to the board. We got Bang Bus. What's up, man? Iron Meds. We have Sealer Stout.
Iron
how are
Meds,
you?
what's up?
Yeah, hey. Anaconda Vice. Christopher Stike Leather, of course. We got fucking...
Bang Bus was the one who pointed out that it was the wrong logo, by the way. Thank you,
yes,
Bang Bus.
Thank you, Bus. And Bus is always the one to DM us, if there's like for example, a stream that's going longer than it should.
Speaking of a stream that goes longer than it should, that's as good a segue into our surprise guest tonight. In studio, a little bit of blast from the past. We have joining us, it's not maybe tonight, he actually showed up. Welcome back, Medine.
Oh. You gave him that?
Yeah.
You look like Sandman a little bit. I like it.
Yeah, he deserves the Benny Hill for it.
Oh, Rocky's on the board. What's up, Rocky?
Yeah, and he apparently forgot we don't do that in the studio anymore. He's forgetting all the rules. He doesn't know anything. He missed the start of the show. He doesn't know about the cold open. But he's here to probably, well, never mind. We didn't even do sound check, so I'm not even sure what headphone he's on. It's truly a blast from the past. What does he do? Blue?
I don't know if it's a fucking color. Is it a number? What is it?
I don't know. Tango?
Come on, man.
Is it Tango? It sounds like it's that one.
There's actually nothing on this one.
Right. There's nothing on any
but
of them.
I can hear
why don't you talk into it?
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. This is why
Jesus Christ.
we both missed you and didn't miss you whatsoever. On the board, get ready for this. It could be a shit show from his side of the table, or maybe he's just going to ramble like the old man that he is. You make me feel young because we're only a week apart. So
Did you ever introduce him? I think you've just been talking.
no, I said
this is-
Medine
this
right
is-
at the beginning.
Okay.
This is all the interrupt. Hey, another.
I said no maybe tonight. I said here's Medine. It was a great segue.
It
Go
really
back and
was.
check the tape, man.
It
Fair
really
enough.
was.
You
This is
ruin
actually
everything.
No, this is actually still part of the introduction.
Anyway,
That's
Medine,
right.
this is a new game we play. It's called
You good?
You good? You good?
You good?
So tonight I dissected You Good into about 12 segments. Some of them are not worth talking about in my mind, but we'll mention them all. For those of you that are new, we're just going to run down. If you're good, you're good. If you're not, say what you need to say, and then let's move on. Topic number 1, Brian, are you ready?
Ready.
Athletes of today. This is, of course, what we started with. Charlotte in the ring, cutting a promo, shitting all over Trish. I want to talk about this. I don't know about you. But I'm going to talk about this with very simple. This felt weird because it felt flip the script. Charlotte was talking about how Trish is a glory hound and had to come back for one more match.
Yeah.
And that she misses the spotlight, etc. Charlotte's the one who said she needed to be in SummerSlam, and when she wasn't in a title match, challenged Trish.
Yeah.
How is this to say that Trish is here for a glory hound, whatever, etc. It felt wrong. From a hey, last week it was 100% different. It felt weird, and then Trish played along into it, saying how much she missed it. Though this is a complete reversal of how this match came to be. I mean, I know WWE wants us to forget things all the time. This shit happened last week.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The thing that stuck out for me was the whole just the cheap pop of it, right? The whole thing of like her mentioning Harley Race and tying that in, and obviously going for those babyface pops, right? But I don't know. Going back to what you said,
that part, by the way, felt
Yeah.
real scripted. When she was just
It did.
walking into the ring, bantering, I felt like old Trish again.
Yeah.
When she got in the ring, I felt
like, where's
she was like,
Test?
"Oh,
Where's
here-
Albert?"
Yeah, here's script time." She's like, yes, I felt the urge to come back. I wanted to compete as, what was it? I wanted to compete as a mom or for the WWE Universe for
Yeah.
myself. Like, it was like, really?
go back to your minivan.
Right? I
You
mean,
didn't like that?
no. I mean, and why are you picking on somebody for being a mom? Can I just say that, WWE writers? It's one thing when Rhodey calls AJ a soccer mom with his haircut and all that. That's funny because AJ is obviously not a soccer mom, so that's funny. She is a mom. Why are you picking on that and making it seem like it's a bad thing, Charlotte and whoever fed her those lines?
Well, plus like the whole thing with Maria Kanellis and Mike. Like, I mean, she's clearly a mom,
Well, that's different.
and fucking
She's shitting on an adult, like her husband for being whatever.
yeah.
This is different. She's not saying, "Hey, Trish, you're a piece of shit woman. Hey, Trish, you're foul. You were a horrible champion." Nothing like that. She's just going, "Oh, and you're a mom." Like, when did that become such a bad thing? Like, that was the focus of her thing.
Yeah, she's bagging more on the fact that, okay, yeah, you're old. You need to hang it up and
No.
stick it home with the kid.
If you want to do the old angle, that's fine. You're old. You
But it
should
was
stay
subtle,
home.
though, but-
Go back to your family. She focused on you're a mom. Like, what are you gonna do to me, mom? Like, it felt like a schoolyard bully thing, and that the best thing you got is like calling the kid poor. Like, that's not something you do when you're at the schoolyard. You can be like, "Oh, look at you with your stupid beard, Brian," but you shouldn't be like, whole.
She didn't linger on it though. I think that was just kind of her
No.
insult. And then
She
continue.
didn't linger on it, but that's like the third or fourth time
Plus-
she's mentioned it.
Okay.
Well, now, let me ask you. You're a dad, right?
Yeah.
So dads have dad strength, okay? Obviously, when you have a kid, you gain strength. You maybe not
Everybody
so-
but
everyone
Goldberg.
ranges,
Everybody but
not so
Goldberg.
much.
Yes, I
and
agree.
Goldberg.
No, not Goldberg. Remember, he couldn't pick up kids now.
Sure. Does this translate to women? Do they get mom strength? Like, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
right? Trish would be fucking.
Oh, come
she's
on.
a mom now, so
there's that urban legend that I truly believe because adrenaline's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But the one where
The
the
chick
mom
lifting
lifted
the
the car off
car,
her.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. There's mom strength. I just don't know why why this is this way. Stike on the board says, my wife saw Charlotte say that, and she said she wished she was there so she could kick Charlotte's ass. See, I'm not the only one who took a little bit of offense here. Anaconda Vice, of course, wants to make sure we all know that is one sexy mom for Trish. Yes, she is.
And who's the current WWE
What's
women's
up, Rocky?
wrestler that's fucking Mickie James?
Yeah.
Right? She's promoting being a mom and being over 40,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah. It's just
It's not a bad thing.
It is a real story. Daniel Price says about the woman lifting the Volkswagen. I never
Well, it was
doubted
only a
it.
Volkswagen. Those are light, all right?
Yeah, I never
Just
doubted
kidding.
it. No, actually, I one time was trying to get a buddy out of the snow. They were stuck in the snow, and me and another buddy were pushing the vehicle, and we're pushing and pushing and
Was it
pushing,
Roddy Rob?
and it wasn't going. No, it was a Volkswagen, I think, Rabbit.
No. Okay.
And I looked. I'm like, why is the car not moving? And I look, and it's because the guy that was helping me had actually lifted the back end of it so the tires weren't touching. And I'm like, dude, put the car down. And he put the car down, and she flew out of the spot. It was just really weird. Attitude Era fans would have been chanting MILF. Iron Med says, yeah, Beth Phoenix has 2 kids. Rocky says, nothing wrong with that. Tonight they made it seem Charlotte made it seem like being a mom was a bad thing again. I didn't like that aspect of the negativity, and I did not like the aspect of last time Trish wrestled, she looked like shit because she was rusty and off, and they booked her last night to do nothing. They booked her tonight to do nothing. I hope to God on Sunday she looks good, because this should be the match of all matches. Charlotte's already broken her record with 8 women's titles, and Trish has 7. This should be a big deal come Sunday. But if Trish falls flat, we're going to be looking at her trying to do what Goldberg's doing and getting a redemption story.
And it's the one thing that Trish did good tonight, and I thought was you're everything that I embodied what I used to do or whatever. I'm paraphrasing, obviously, but I like the compliment in the beginning before them going back and forth. This is a dream for me. These are my 2 favorite female wrestlers, probably at least in the last 25 years. That female wrestling probably even been in the spotlight. I can't think of maybe Lita if you throw her into the mix somehow.
Yeah, you're rusty. You're just trailing off there in your thoughts.
Isn't that what I used to do?
Speaking of that, somebody on the board is here going, is that Medine?
Oh, man. I have no idea what's
Teddy.
What's up, Teddy?
I was referred to as a legend on the board, by the way. I saw that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he's on a Legends contract, 3 hours at a time. Iron Meds, I'm predicting a couple of botches. I'm worried. I really hope that because she's not on TV, Brian, that she's behind the off the camera working with Charlotte. Remember, Charlotte was off TV for a good bit.
Yeah, but Charlotte's
maybe she went up to Toronto, found a space that the 2 of them could train daily so that Trish wouldn't be missing from her own life there. I'm this on paper should be a dream match for women, and I'm hoping
it will be
that she's crisp in it. That Charlotte's not just trying to carry her.
Crisp in who?
Chris,
one thing
the exchanges.
Before you go ahead, the one thing I said to Kiara before I came out here about Trish and Charlotte was I hope there was no botches in the match. That's all I wanted. As long as
there's gonna be.
I know
but that fucking happens in any match. So I don't know.
Anyway,
where were you going?
Fuck. Now I forgot.
Oh, come
See?
Well,
That's what happens.
Now I'm good. You got roadied. It is what it is. Good. Number 2, Ali versus Dolph. We have.
All right, go on.
We have Dolph come out as Goldberg. He's been stealing people's intros and stuff.
Oh, what?
He cut a good promo. I'm fine with this.
He cut a good promo? What?
He cut a good promo in terms of how he delivered it. I don't like the message of it. He basically said, I'm the new legend killer.
Fucking
We talked about it last night.
Make
If
Goldberg
Fiend
the first one.
Well, no, he said any legend who wants to come out here, I'm gonna super kick you. I'm gonna take you down a peg. I'm gonna whatever. The problem I have with it, Brian, is that come Sunday, do you think there's any chance he wins?
Who? Goldberg?
No, Dolph.
The
guy who cut the promo saying he's going to kick any legend who wants to come back and live their glories.
Why not have a good match? Have Goldberg have an actual decent match, but have fucking Ziggler go over.
It won't happen. Goldberg
and then see Goldberg, get your fucking go hit the bricks.
There is no way that Ziggler goes over in the length of time the match will have to be without Goldberg looking blown up.
Or knocking himself out.
Yeah. I mean, 5-8 minutes is Goldberg's max.
Sure, fine.
There's no way they let Dolph win in that time.
Let him steal it.
You give him a 20-minute match?
No, man.
Dolph can win it because he'll be
7 to 10,
conditioned.
7 to 10, have Dolph go over. Fucking, that would do wonders for him.
Yeah.
Goldberg's
and
not
the
sticking
board's
around.
saying no way he wins. But Bangba says if he wins, it would be huge. I agree with that. If he wins, that'll be huge because
I
that
cannot wait to get to
shows
predictions.
that shows that you're changing what's happening. I don't know. I don't have much else to say on this. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Topic number 3 I'm good on because we're going to talk about it more later, but Roman's backstage interview, who can it be now? He's talking about how he's going to get answers tonight. Well, we'll get to those answers later, right, BT?
Hopefully. Actually, no. No, we won't.
We will.
No, we won't.
Number 4, Natty versus Ember. Challenger versus Challenger. I want to talk about this, Brian. I said this is a bad booking because both challengers are supposed to look strong going into Sunday, and you have one of them potentially going to lose the other. And you go, nah, it's not going to finish right. Well, Ember wins by DQ. Bailey has to make save because Natty is attacking and killing Ember. I get what they were trying to do.
Yeah, it was by DQ.
But it
It
feels
wasn't
weird.
fair.
Is Ember a heel? I don't
Dude,
know.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know why I
Who's the
even
wild
asked you.
card? Who's a heel? What's on second?
It feels like this was dumb to me. If this was Bailey versus Natty, and Natty goes too far and Ember makes a save, that kind of, Ember could say, I'm super face. I want you to be at your best. But this is just confusing because we don't know what it is. Even Iron Med says, yeah, it didn't make sense.
Well, I mean, I understand the fact that Bailey ran out and saved Ember, right? Because she wants to preserve, I guess, the matchup.
Yes, that's
right?
what the
So
announcer said.
That makes sense on Bailey's end. I just don't know. I don't know.
Oh, Stike
know,
says
man.
Ember didn't win. It was a double count out. It was listed, believe it or not, because I looked it up. The site I was reading off of said Ember won by count out. I thought Natty got DQ'd
Well,
for
no,
not letting
Natty no, they were both on the outside, so hence.
Oh, okay. Double count out.
Double count out. So I was right.
Natty Soji says Nat turns heel in front of Canada. She won't care to give her a new angle. No,
She cannot turn heel in Canada. It's
no.
impossible.
Yeah,
right.
That just Canada.
They're not going to boo their own.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't work with that. It doesn't. Anyway, so fuck it.
I remember
I'm
what
good
I was
on
going
this
to
one.
say.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, I was just going to say before earlier, just a throwback, that Trish could literally just fart into the microphone and the crowd would cheer.
Oh
It's,
yeah,
it's Canada.
Yeah, Canada.
yeah. I just
all.
want the marks to go. This was a great match too. I know
I
that,
hope so.
I know
Why?
that the
It
Fruity
will be.
Pebbles.
It'll be a good match.
Yeah, I know the Fruity Pebbles are going to love it no matter what. Just based on the booking. Number 5, Not My Career. You want to talk about this one?
Not my career.
I do. Shane says, no way would I do that since you were dumb enough and did it. No matter how you lose, you're gone. So he covered all the bases in case we had any questions. DQ, count out, etc. KO loses by any means, he is gone. Elias helped out to soften him up and do the double team. Is there any chance? Well, we'll get to this in predictions, I guess. So I'm good for now.
Yeah, I mean, not too much. I'm curious what they're going to do on Sunday with it. I mean, obviously, KO's not leaving, right?
Yeah. Without reading what the board is saying, I'll just tell you they're talking about Trish, and I'll give you a sound effect. So basically, yeah. I mean, I'm going to talk about it in predictions.
Sure.
So I'm ready to move on. Good. Number 6, Aleister Black versus Sami Zayn. It was weird when I looked it up at see what was on the SummerSlam card that was not on there because it was made official last week. Aleister says no problem. We're gonna just do it tonight. This is what I liked about last night, Brian, was that they had some of these weird feuds blown off here instead of on the pre-show at SummerSlam.
But why push it?
We got 6 hours on the fucking SummerSlam already.
And this match can't make its way onto a SummerSlam card?
Does it need to? Does it need to? It's
Apparently
lost
not.
in the shuffle. Tonight it stood out. Don't you agree?
I do agree.
It's 1 and 4. It would be 1
stood
and
out
12.
From what, though, right? Yeah, you're right.
I mean, it stood out in the sense that somebody who's not an Aleister Black fan might have discovered him and somebody who hates Sami Zayn. They were chanting against Sami Zayn at one point tonight.
It was showcased them. It wasn't just like,
We
oh,
hate
okay.
Sami, or whatever it was that they were chanting.
You know, this match. Okay, great, yeah, great. Wow, Sammy's in this match. Big deal. Let's see the next match. No, people actually were into it, as Adam just said. You know, they really were trying to give him some heat.
Yeah, I had no problem with this, and this is better than a pre-show burial or a middle of the card 5-10 minute match burial on SummerSlam.
Pre-show.
You don't even show up for the pre-show.
Yeah, exactly. So,
and this is one of your boys. You
Who?
would rather not see this
Ascension?
tonight.
What?
Aleister Black, dingus.
Yeah, I mean, so it was a good match. I guess you're right in the sense that it would get lost in the shuffle.
Nobody would talk about that on Monday.
Yeah. But
People
I mean, maybe
will talk about it on Wednesday. You see my point, though, there?
But it doesn't. I mean, you're not building it in any way, right? I mean, you're just kind of fucking just throwing them out there for Sunday. So, yeah, sure, I'd rather see them have I guess a bigger showcased match
but you
on
don't need it.
SmackDown, building up to it.
You don't need it.
You don't need what? You don't need them to have a match?
You don't need a bigger showcase match on SummerSlam.
Well,
you
that's
did
one
your
man's
part tonight.
opinion. No.
I don't know. Soji says from pre-show to end, Daniel Price says it's going to be 6 hours SummerSlam. Yeah, it is. And Anaconda Vice says the reason Medin's not talking is he's trying to find Trish nudes. You freaking troll, Medin.
I have those already.
Well, there you go.
All right, now Brian's going to want to talk to you after the show. In the meantime, the rest of us are moving
Trish?
on.
No, man, come on.
Number 7 is simply titled Well, Brian. 24/7 champion, Shelton. Are you going after him? Well, that's all I got to say. Good. Number 8, Ignorance in Disguise. We're definitely talking about this one. Huskus the Pig Boy and Bray Wyatt, Firefly Funhouse. What do you think of tonight's one, Brian?
It gets me excited for Sunday. I just wish, I kind of prefer seeing him actually in the arena versus the Firefly Funhouse. Now that the cat's already out of the bag, right?
I like the dichotomy of Fiend comes in and attacks. That's what Fiend does in his promos. Right. There is no. He might say 3 words. Let me in.
He wasn't here last week, was he?
No, but he was last night. So it's like Fiend attacks on Raw, and Firefly has now been relegated to SmackDown. This is the second or third time they've done that. But what I like about it is he's acting different. He's doing a bipolar type of promo where one, he is just a malicious monster, and the other, he's like, he's kind of playful about it.
Are we still talking about Shelton Benjamin? Or?
No, we're talking
kidding,
about Bray.
Adam, I'm kidding.
I mean, fucking Huskus the Pig Boy it's self-deprecating in every part of it. I don't know if he picked the name, but Husky Harris was a big tubby wrestler.
Sure was.
Bray Wyatt looks fit as fuck. I don't mind swearing there because he just looks in great shape comparatively.
You're allowed to.
No, he does, and his new outfit, you can see it.
Yeah.
The outfit's changed, the physique has changed, and I think that kind of needed to follow the outfit.
I also
your mic skills haven't changed.
No, I haven't.
I also wonder if the whole with the whole like Tom Hanks and Mr. Rogers movie coming out, like I wonder if that has anything to do with his character. I bet you there will be a boost in people that watch his segments because of this movie. Book it.
You think?
Yeah. He wears a red sweater. They both wear red sweaters.
Ooh.
No.
It's true. Yeah.
No.
Do they shop?
Yeah.
Do they shop together?
Yes.
He doesn't say let me in and get all creepy. No, Brian.
No, not in that sense. Come
No.
on.
Do they shop at Target?
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway,
TJ Maxx, Kohl's.
I like this. I like the use of the puppets.
Walmart.
I like if you think about, Brian, other taped promo segments from the back, these are well above those other ones. So that's where the entertainment value is.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's where it makes me that's where I enjoy it.
Okay.
Good. Sorry, on the board. Soji says exactly, Brian. There wasn't a need to do the same Bray promo after we all know Fiend is attacking everyone. Yeah, makes sense. And Daniel Price says go watch the documentary, Brian.
I saw it in the fucking theater. Okay, so.
Oh, and to be clear, Soji didn't like the Funhouse night.
Yeah,
It did
I'm
its
with you,
job.
Soji.
It's not going to be there every time.
And I didn't hate it. Don't get me wrong, but
No.
I'm just being nitpicky. All right, it's
Yeah.
okay.
I've barely watched any wrestling over the past 4 months, to be completely honest with you guys, but I can say that the Firefly Funhouse is the best thing that I've seen in at least a year.
Yeah, he's
Or
like
maybe 5.
you basically just said I have no credibility, but I like this.
You guys know how credible I am.
Yeah.
Good.
Anyway,
Good.
speaking of which, I asked Medine when he was on screen. I said, "Who's this?" on the next segment, which is called Random Interlude, and Medine got it right. It was Chad Gable.
It took me a
short
second,
hair,
though.
no bandana. Elias talking smack here at the end of the episode. Is this going to be something later, Brian?
For what? For when?
I don't mind it as a TV feud, like what they're doing with Drew and Cedric.
I'm smelling a SummerSlam, some sort of
No,
pre-show bullshit.
nobody's seen Chad Gable in forever.
What is Elias doing?
Exactly, he's been
Doing fucking
Shane's
Shane,
bitch.
right?
No, no.
The problem with bringing back Gable was how dejected he looked after he got the promo cut on him, and he was just like, he didn't do anything. He just punked out. It was I don't know. That was tough to watch. I felt like, why are you even on TV?
Put the mic closer to your mouth. I have
like
you
not
turned
even
up
in front
as
of you.
high as
go.
possible,
There you
and
go.
you can still barely register.
Over here?
In front of
Yeah,
that fucking
people driving are like, they have a guest star who doesn't talk. That's awesome. Number 10. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to talk about here, so we're just gonna go to number 10.
Yep.
Number 10. The blame game. We didn't mention it earlier, but we got Randy's side of things in a promo earlier. Now we get Kofi's. Despite him being held back, this felt a little whiny, Brian.
Why?
I don't know. Kofi's been a decent champ. Like, yeah, this is all
Sure.
me. I'm the shit. I'm the shit. Now he's kind of like, look at what I did, Randy, despite you holding me back.
Yeah.
It feels like, I mean.
But,
don't
I
know.
mean, it's all based off of what's rumored to be actual events.
Rumored.
I feel like that sound like such a fucking, like, a flat earther sentence.
I mean, I like that they're going back to some old shit with this one, but.
It's supposed to be real. So,
Yeah.
okay, I understand their logic, and thank you for that. So I'm all for it. I like that we saw Randy's side of things, so it makes sense to see Kofi's.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Kofi's tonight, Randy's was right in character. Kofi's tonight felt like it turned a little bit to the whiny side. Like the way Dolph was, it should have been me.
Now,
It should have been me.
Right. What's interesting, though, is that do you think that whoever wins this match, and we'll get to it in predictions, will be someone that's kind of in the forefront of SmackDown for when they go to Fox? Who knows? I don't fucking know. Do you know?
That's why it's going to be Randy.
You think it's going to be Randy?
That's why
honestly, I think so, too.
Yeah, that's why. Well, we'll get there
Yeah.
in the predictions.
Good.
Number 11, real quick. New Day versus Eco-Friendly. It was all just a swerve, to set up the ending. So I don't want to talk about it because I want to talk about the ending. But New Day won by DQ. Brian, if you want to comment, go for it.
What? Without talking about what happened towards the end?
Yeah, the next thing is a different topic. This is just a
Solid match.
Solid match.
I mean, fucking A.
Nothing wrong with it, but it was all red herring.
Who? What? Oh, yeah.
Just to wait for this ending so that those guys would be in the ring.
Good.
And what I'm talking about is
That's it? You're fucking moving on already?
Yeah, what I'm talking about is the final topic, Brian. Snitch is what we call this.
That's what it's called.
Because as soon as that match that we were previously talking about ended, we go to the backstage where Roman goes, "Hey, Buddy Murphy, I saw you in the shots. You and I were even talking about this while we were watching
Yeah.
it." They got him on TV. They gave him some love, but he quickly just gave up that it's Rowan behind all this.
No.
I said this last night. This feels like Rikishi. I said it would be Rowan and Bryan, and it'll be like Rikishi
He said
and
Rowan
Triple
was
H.
there. He said Rowan was there. He saw him there.
He said, I didn't see Daniel Bryan.
Right.
He very specifically said he saw one and not the other. But you obviously know Rowan. I'm sorry. I know that Daniel Bryan has told everybody beyond kayfabe that Rowan in real life is very smart, and I'm sure he is. His character is not the mastermind of whatever the fuck this is.
Why? Because he listens to fucking
because
metal?
he listens to metal. Exactly. Thank you for making my argument for me.
Oh my
He licks
God.
metal too, apparently.
Maybe.
No, seriously though. And even Stykeleather points it out. If it was Daniel Bryan that was the driver, then he would have been in a Prius or some environmental car.
That's true. What kind of car was it?
I don't know, look like
A
a
Jeep of sorts.
look like a Taurus or Ford Focus. I don't fucking know.
I got to say, a little underwhelming, right?
Absolutely. This is not the way to end your go-home show to your second biggest pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So what's going to happen now is that Rowan is going to fight Roman on Sunday.
No. Really?
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. They have been saying Roman's not on the card.
It's going to be Daniel Bryan.
No, he's going to fight Rowan at the end. Roman will.
Use names. Pronouns.
Roman will fight Rowan
Friend.
on Sunday.
Roman will fight Rowan on Sunday.
You following me?
Yes.
Okay. That match, whether it concludes or not, will end with Daniel Bryan standing over Roman going, he was acting on my orders. I'm the one taking you out. And it might even be some shit that goes back to 2 or 3 years ago with the Royal Rumble when we all wanted Daniel Bryan to win and they booked Roman to win instead. It could be the same fucking shit that they're doing with Kofi and Randy, or it could simply just be another retread of a Stone Cold Steve Austin storyline. Rowan is your Rikishi. Daniel Bryan is your Triple H. They ran down Stone Cold. We ran down Roman. Blah, blah, blah. We'll find out the motive
Yeah.
probably on Sunday, but there's no fucking way that Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns are not involved on Sunday. That's why I'm saying the match has to be. And plus, all these casual fans like Medine, who just show
How
up,
dare you.
who just show up on the go home shows of the Big Four,
How dare you?
might get swept up in the emotion of Daniel Bryan revealing it. They'll go, "Oh, I want to find out how this story wraps
Well,
up."
so this is obviously their way of getting Daniel Bryan and Rowan separated. Do you think this could be Bryan's way of splitting up and just doing like a double turn and him turning face?
If this is Rowan against Roman, what butts does that put in the seat? What does that do for anybody?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, I don't.
And
give a
plus,
shit.
Rowan has already gotten the push of his career. He was in the final match with The Rock.
It's true.
Damn true. What's on the board?
Shoji saying at this point Rowan should be a character on Funhouse to get my attention. That's not fair. You see his fucking roundhouse kick?
I always
his
liked
fucking-
Harper more, and Harper's not even on TV.
Yeah, R.I.P. in peace, Harper.
Bryan isn't cool anymore. The whole eco-friendly shit ruined him. It's boring. Vice said, no, when he was the champ and he was cutting promos, it was good. Now that he comes out in the tag division,
How is it not cool? It's not cool to be fucking
it's not
eco-friendly.
as cool in the tag division when he's not cutting the promos.
No,
I
it's not
like
cool in the tag
promos.
division because there is no tag division.
Right. I liked when he was cutting promos, shitting on everybody, including me. I felt bad sometimes when he's like, you fucker, that can you threw away, you could have recycled or whatever. I'm like, whoa, damn, he's right.
Imagine if that's the
I
thing.
could be better.
That's the thing that fucking
Roman doesn't recycle?
no. Why Daniel Bryan splits from Rowan? Right? We all think it's because how dare you fucking run over Roman? No, it's actually because he wasn't driving a fucking eco-environmental like a hybrid or anything like that.
It's
He's
like
mad
this-
it was a goddamn like Lincoln or some bullshit.
It's like the
Yeah,
story
on a
writes
Hummer.
itself.
Yeah.
Soji says there hasn't been a Roman Bryan feud. I don't mind. No, they fought each other. Yeah, there it is. Stike says Fastlane 2015. Daniel Price, Bryan will act like Rowan's gone too far, but eventually he'll smile like a madman and join the beatdown. Okay. Anaconda Vice says, I mean, now when he was champ, it was fine, but after he lost the strap, it's been meh. Yeah, right now Daniel Bryan's floundering in a tag division that, like Bryan says, doesn't exist.
But he also. Oh, we're already.
Oh,
going.
sorry, Brian.
I was just gonna say he wasn't even really supposed to be in
Treating
the tag
you like
division.
Kiera.
Yeah, fucking A. Fuck
Well,
you.
they thought he was injured. That's why they took. I mean, I think they were going to put Kofi over anyway, but they took him out of the title hunt
Right.
because they thought he was going to be injured.
And he came back a little bit earlier
Yeah.
than they expected, and here we are.
Yeah. In any event, we're going to do some predictions.
Good.
There's a big card, and we just talked about a lot, so don't feel you have to be long-winded with these predictions, but we're going to go one by one. Medine, join in if you know who these wrestlers are. I know you're a part-time fan. First up, let's start right with it. Roman versus Rowan. Any chance?
No, it's going to be Rowan versus Bryan. Excuse me, Rowan versus Bryan. Roman versus Bryan. And the match.
Do you ever think of W
Bryan.
and M or upside down are the same thing to make us even more confusion?
Bryan wins the match.
Yeah, I sure. DB wins. That's not even in the match for Medine. I say Rowan loses, Roman wins, but there's a beatdown after and a reveal.
Okay.
That's what I said last night.
Oh,
What
that
would be
makes
your
more
pick?
sense.
All right, you know what? I'm actually going to go with fucking Medine over here, all right? Perhaps Perhaps Rowan is the one that is revealed. Okay, he's suspended. They need someone to take the spot. Who makes the most sense? Daniel fucking Bryan.
Anaconda Vice says it best. He beat cancer. He'll beat this ugly goon. And Bangwa says, free Luke Harper.
I love it.
Damn straight. Next up, Finn versus Fiend. I mean, I said it last night. No way Fiend loses.
No.
0.
The Bray Wyatt would be lost in his new character debut, but they cannot possibly do Bray Wyatt booking with Fiend because I think, Medine, you mentioned it. We were big fans of Bray when he first debuted, and then they just booked him loss after loss after loss.
Not we. You guys were.
Okay.
But this is actually the opposite of what happened 2 years ago when the Demon squashed Bray Wyatt at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And now, 2 years later, he's going to return
Roles
the
reversal.
favor. He's going to return the favor on him.
I mean, plus Finn's
My
taking time
how
off.
the
in his other
turntables have turned.
Yeah, right. And his other persona, too. Like, the Fiend is just as strong as the Demon
Yeah.
at this point.
You think so?
Yeah, the Fiend's not losing. To me, he's not losing anytime soon.
How do we
and
know
I
that,
know
though?
I know you're out of the loop, but Finn's about to take time off.
Yeah.
You
No,
reported
yeah,
in the dirt
I know,
sheet.
Yeah, he's not going to be around. He's
Correct,
got a hot
sir.
Spanish chick
Yeah.
that he's
Yes.
with,
Good for
so,
him.
Yeah, he's man.
Fucking A.
Yeah, I like the drunk video on YouTube. So yeah, we're all going with Fiend here. Next up, Becky versus Natty. No way Natty wins. That's what I said last night. What do you guys say?
In Canada, though, you think she loses?
She doesn't get the strap if she does win.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah. So who are you picking?
Becky.
Becky.
Yeah.
Medine.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'd like to go with Natty, but yeah, I think it's
Not
gonna be
happening.
Becky.
And
Not happening.
if they do any sort of fucking
Oh, if
Screw
they do any
job.
sort of
screw
fucking,
job, no,
then it
no.
might be a
Thank
better
you.
match.
No,
Oh.
screw job bullshit.
Screw
Scissor me.
job.
Okay, submissions, all this stuff being in Canada. Earl's not going to be there. But anyway,
the
yeah, they
sharpshooter
shouldn't
will
put.
be applied.
Oh yeah, totally, it will be.
There's
So
no,
will the disarmor. But
no early,
Shoji says Becky.
no early bills.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see it.
Who did you say, Adam?
I said it's gonna be Becky.
Yeah.
No chance.
Yeah.
It's anything but. Next up, Dolph and Goldberg. I unfortunately think they're gonna fucking let Dolph just lose and possibly jackhammer, spear, pin. No chance. Dolph wins. No chance.
I don't care. Goldberg.
All right.
Fuck both of you. Dolph Ziggler.
Good for you, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Not gonna happen, but okay.
What if-
Bailey.
wait, real quick. What if Matt Riddle came out and distracted Goldberg, and then fucking that's how Ziggler won?
Now I'm hoping that.
There goes your fucking casual fan shit, by the way.
Yeah, I've been saying off air, and I think I mentioned it once last night, but I hope Matt Riddle's part of the call-ups. He's not part of Toronto, so he could make a run in. I think it's to make a run in after Brock destroys Seth. I'd much rather see Matt Riddle come out and take Brock on there. Who's that on the board? Somebody said, I guess Daniel Price is leaving. He said sayonara. I guess he's got to go. But Stike points out Becky is the 2K20 cover. No chance she loses. Yeah, there's just no chance.
You know
And-
who else is on the cover?
Who
Damn it.
who are you talking about?
Roman Reigns.
Oh,
So if we're going with that, either they're winning their match, or I guess does the Madden curse apply to wrestling?
Nah.
no.
All right, so they're good.
Anyway, Bailey and Ember. I don't think there's any chance they let Ember win here, but I don't believe it's clean. You can't pin her clean, but Bailey's title run's not over yet.
You don't think so?
No.
She has that fucking shiny. Oh, I guess it's not new, but she's got that Grand Slam T-shirt.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they want to keep pushing that.
I'm going with Bailey. What do you got?
Did you get your shirt yet? Did
Nope.
you buy it?
No. Bailey.
Bailey.
Stop stalling.
Bailey. I'm not stalling, man.
Bailey.
Bailey for Medine. Next match. I'm going to go to Medine first here. Trish and Charlotte. Ember turns full heel, Soji says. Yeah, I think she turns full heel after she loses. I think that's how you set up another rematch where she gets the title. So that's why I do believe that Ember wins this feud and wins the belt in the end. I don't think it's here because I think here has to push her over the edge.
All right, but what about Trish and Charlotte?
Or maybe Bailey turns. Either way, then it's going to happen. Trish and Charlotte, I went to Medine first.
So, this is tough. These are my two favorites. I hope it's a great match. We talked about this in length earlier. I really think they give Trish the moment, but they give Charlotte the win. So Charlotte wins by pinfall somehow, and then Trish gets to get like the curtain call. The fans say you still got it, or we love you, Trish, or chant, and she gets her moment to walk away.
My thing is very simple.
Charlotte wins.
Yeah, mine's very simple. Charlotte's going to win for the same reason that Dolph should win, but won't.
What's that?
Okay, you have a legend. A legend comes back. This is fucking wrestling.
put
This
you
is the
over.
oldest thing in the book, to put you over.
Yeah.
Okay, Mick Foley came out of retirement as part of the Legend Killer gimmick to
over
put
Randy.
over fucking Randy
Put
Orton.
over
What are you
Edge.
talking about?
He
Put over the
Edge.
fucking Fiend.
Yeah.
Put over the Fiend and the fucking mandible.
And so did Kurt Angle. I mean, this is what you do when you're old. You come back and put a guy over. You do not come back and steal the fucking spotlight. Goldberg, nobody gives a shit about you in 2019. I'm sorry. And I'm a Jew. I'm dissing a fellow Jew here.
Oh, my God.
The Jew that leads the crew doesn't like Goldberg.
Well, as a Universal Soldier, I like him. No, I
yeah,
don't.
okay.
Not really.
You've been waiting to throw that one in.
No, that's okay.
Santa's
But
sleigh.
why does that logic apply to the women and not to the men?
No, it
right?
does. But I'm saying they won't let Dolph win.
No. I
for
mean,
the same reason they won't let, for the exact opposite reason, they won't let Charlotte lose. Charlotte has to win here because unless Trish is back for good.
she's not.
Okay, then there's no reason to book her with a win. If
Okay.
she was back,
So then why book
then it
Goldberg
makes
with
sense.
a win?
Okay, if she
Why
were
book Goldberg with a win?
Because
Answer
that was his
'Cause-
shtick. That was his shtick.
that's his thing, that he has to come back and he has to find a guy that he can lift to save his career for a spear jackhammer.
Right,
I
have the
mean,
moment, and then
Yeah.
have the other person go over who's going to be there,
Yeah,
i.e.
this is-
Dolph,
this is horrible.
i.e. Charlotte.
Yeah. Trish might win because it's Canada. Charlotte has nothing to lose because Trish will disappear. Soji, again, there's no point in letting Charlotte lose. And if she loses and Trish comes back and they do a whole run where, the second match is at Rumble and the third is at Mania out of a series, fine. But there is no point in Trish winning here. You don't book a part-timer over your full-time talent. It's bad business.
Goldberg.
It's bad business.
They participate in bad business, though.
Brock
So,
Lesnar.
I mean, would it really surprise you that much?
It's bad business. I don't care. You're not going to convince me otherwise.
no,
Anyway,
I'm not
Charlotte
trying-
versus Trish. I'm saying Charlotte.
Okay. I'm not trying to convince you otherwise.
Right. Who's your pick?
I'm going with Charlotte.
Of course, Charlotte. You love Charlotte.
No, I love Trish, too. Trish was my favorite way when she was thick with 3-4 C's. Oh, my goodness.
What do you
But
got?
now she's thinned out, she looks different. I really hope that translates into agility in the ring and that, she's able to pull off some maneuvers. I think
Unless
Charlotte's
you
going to
cut-
carry her.
Unless
Charlotte's
you
gonna
cut
carry
her off.
No. You know what? I'm going to give her the Canada rub. If there's anybody on the show that's going to fucking
Everything
get it,
I just said, you disagree with.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
I just want to hear it.
Of course.
I just want to commit it to tape.
Of course.
Next up, AJ and Ricochet. Is there any chance Ricochet wins here?
Potentially, because what if AJ is moving on to bigger and better things?
What would he be? Why would they give? They right now have all the OC, aka the club. They have all of them with gold.
Okay, so how?
Why would they? One of them is not. The club's not even booked to defend their tag titles.
No.
So why would AJ lose to Ricochet, who has no friends?
He could. We don't know that he doesn't have any friends.
Well, he has no friends currently.
He'll bring up his NXT buddies.
Yeah.
I just don't think it happens yet. I think AJ has to win here to hold the strap again. They're not going to give Ricochet. They didn't take the strap off him to give it right back and make him a two-time champ. Is my other point. This is already his rematch. I know he earned it. I like the story of how he got his rematch, but he's not winning. What's your pick, boys?
I'm going to go with AJ. I'm going to go with AJ. Although reluctantly, I do think that if he loses, I think it's because
It's going to be a good match either
he's
way.
moving up to the main event picture.
Maybe. Part-time Medine, what do you got?
I'm going to go with what BT wants to go with. I'm going with Ricochet in the upset. Some type of schoolboy or something where he slides out of the
I mean,
ring.
he's already beaten him. This is kind of the fifth rubber instead of the third rubber. It's
Yeah.
like 2-2.
So
KO versus Shano.
Did you? Who's your pick?
Oh, I did mine. Sorry, I did most of mine last night. It's AJ all the way. KO Shano.
KO Shano.
KO leaves town. Nothing happens to Shane. Best in the world.
KO.
Yeah. There's no way, because they fully made sure that we all know KO is winning tonight by saying no matter how he loses, he's gone. So there's no way he can lose.
What about if Shane's lackeys turn on him? Right? If they're like, we're fed up with being your fucking sideshow, side dish, side
Is
piece.
that enough of a swerve to make you give a fuck?
No, but at least he gets Shane off of TV, right?
No, he's not off TV. We made it very clear tonight. He's not putting shit on the line. What do you got?
He'll get out of here. He won't be here.
He'll get out of here.
He won't be here come.
I like the way you said that.
He'll get out of here. He won't be here come SmackDown debut.
Medine, KO, Shano.
KO.
All right. 2 matches to go. They're the big ones. Kofi and Randy. I picked Randy. I think Kofi's time is done. I don't think Kofi necessarily goes back to the mid-card or back to the tag division. He could still be booked as main event status, but his first title run is over. Fox wants some more eyes here. Randy's the guy to do it. It would be, I believe, number 15 for Randy.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Randy has quietly been right behind Triple H almost the whole fucking way. Randy's at 14 now, I'm pretty sure, and this would be number 15. Randy wins. Stike says Kofi for Iron Meds. Who for you, Brian?
You know what? Like you said, I'm going to go with Randy. I think that they want to put the title on someone that's proven and someone you know what you're going to get with him, right?
Yeah.
With Kofi, you were kind of rolling the dice, but it's
Dog
been
Randy
working
all
out.
you want.
It's been working
Again,
out.
15th title reign.
Right.
You know what you're going to get.
Right. So yeah,
Nadine,
Randy.
vintage?
You love my boy, don't you?
No, you love your boy.
He saved you from not getting that tattoo so many years ago.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Right?
Randy's always my hero, but I loved him back when he first debuted, got injured, and kept showing up going, the Randy update, I'm at 20% now.
Love that.
I'll be back. I mean, come on. He was good all the way back then.
So
And
as-
Legend Killer's, to me, one of the best gimmicks of all time.
Love it. And I love my boy. However, I'm going with Kofi Kingston. And I think it's just because it's Randy's time to start laying down and putting the champ over. He had Kofi do that for him 10 years ago. Many others do that for him. This is a championship match. He doesn't need to win the 15th now. He's still in great shape and still has time to do that. He's kind of part-time himself.
But he also doesn't need to be in the title picture forever. So give him 15 now,
No,
and he
but-
could very easily not be after he loses it.
What I'm
not
saying
be
is
around it for 2 more
Another
years.
point that I want to make is you don't want it. Your point you made with Randy's stability was great, but it's ironic because Kofi actually just passed Roman and Flair as far as title, I guess, length of first title reigns or some type of crazy stat that they had. And you want going into the Fox deal in only 2 months, if you're going to change champs now, I think you want to keep your audience, especially in that demographic, the 18 to 35 demographic of minorities watching, and they want to relate to him because he's more of today. No, he's more of today, and Randy's more of yesteryear.
Rambling Rabbit over there.
Even though he's been around 11 years and they've been around similar time.
Berto's got a great point over here.
What's that?
He says, I want to see the WWE title get vacated in 3 years. Then at Saudi, it's Triple H versus Orton versus Cena, all tied at 16. Winner breaks Ric Flair's fake record.
It will Ric Flair be the
Special guest referee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I was going to say the enforcer. I love when you
Jerry
talk.
Lawler's at like 50-something.
If you're watching this on YouTube, I love your hands are just in the frame, so he looks like who's the fucking character from
Richard Lewis.
No, from
Just thinking
Addams
about
Family.
Jewish.
Not Cousin It.
The Thing.
It was just Thing. That's
Thing.
it.
It's thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
His
Thing.
name was Thing.
Yeah.
Kofi wins because Saudi thinks he's Booker T and would want to book him. Bangba says. Soji says Kofi wins. Don't see him losing the belt until Survivor Series or Mania.
Ooh.
The merch for New Day is selling even more for Vince since Kofi became champ. Again, you don't
trying
have
to
to
say.
take him out of the hunt. I just again.
You can
Berto
still sell
says
merch.
Berto says Saudi thinks Kofi is Coco Beware. It's close enough.
Jesus
Full
No,
start. KO.
come on.
Jesus
That
Christ.
is a horrible comparison.
Kofi wins, calls Randy stupid. That's from Iron Meds. Final match.
Stupid.
Brock versus Seth. I got Brock.
Why?
I think this is deconstruction of Seth. They are breaking him down and putting his ass back at the bottom.
What for?
Because nobody gave a shit about this title run, because when he got paired with Becky Lynch, he fucking cooled her off quicker than a fire extinguisher on a marshmallow.
Whoa.
I mean, it's just
That's
sad.
that's overkill too. You would never put out a fucking.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. But that's the equivalent of what Seth did. I mean, Becky was already floundering with this whole Lacey shit. which, by the way, Lacey and Baron Corbin have not been seen since.
No.
So
Lacey Medusa.
everybody wants to move away from this, including Becky. The heat's off for Seth sucks. Go back to the beginning. Let Brock, if Brock is, by the way, Brock has been here 3 out of 4 weeks.
Whoop-de-fucking-do.
No,
Hey.
if he wants to show up, I have no problem with him.
Wow.
If he wants to show up, because
What about me if I want to show up?
yeah, you're a part-timer.
He's got the Brock
Oh, Brock
contract.
Lesnar, yo, come on, man.
you're a one-off.
The
This
true,
is
the true Brock Lesnar.
this
of the
is
show.
no the true.
Kevin, if you're listening, you know
True,
it's true.
Medine, what episode number is this? Exactly. In true fashion, you are 4 late because this is 424.
Oh, I was gonna say 4 something.
It's 424. You missed it. That's typical part-time.
Yeah.
May
so
I
4 minutes off.
refer to the board?
Brock or Seth?
What?
Brock or Seth? Answer it. It's the last one.
I'm going to say Seth. Vice just said all roads lead to Roman getting the Universal title back.
Yeah, but that's not going to be till I think
Mania.
that's Mania time.
Okay, so it's just enjoy the ride.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Roman's involved in the title till Mania. Medine, Seth or Brock? BT picked Seth like a moron.
Hey.
He got too drunk at the Brock party.
And
Yeah.
hit the Brock. I guess I gotta go with Seth.
Seth.
Also,
Wow.
I'm gonna.
Medine just
Joe-
picking all over the place. Hey,
Yeah.
what do you guys
Fuck
get
it.
if you win?
You get nothing.
That's right. You get nothing.
Well,
Yes, we do. Anything else, Brian, before we move on? I got my missing persons report, but that was all from last night. Lacey, Braun, Bobby, and Baron.
Bobby is getting surgery. He's
Lashley?
out. Yeah, he's out for a few
Well,
months.
are they going to tack onto his contract? Because remember, you
Potentially.
reported that he wanted out.
I mean, if he keeps his fucking Twitter fingers, at bay, okay? Don't say anything outlandish about
Don't
the company.
pull a Leo Rush.
Right, just be quiet. Just let the fucking shit ride out
My
if that's
man.
truly what you want to do. Just be a good fucking employee, right? Or contractor or whatever.
Yeah. Bangba says Braun wins off Brock. Nobody gives a fuck about Braun.
Braun. Yeah, where is Braun?
Yeah, that's out of left field. No. Corbin was on Raw during the tolling of the bell for Raw last night, but that was it. Oh, okay. I didn't see him on the stage full of people. Soji noticed him. Again, that's the first time I think I've seen him since Extreme Rules. Brian, are you ready?
For what?
For what you love.
Huh?
You know you love it.
What? You don't want to do awards?
Oh, yeah. I guess we could do those first.
We're gonna give you
I forgot you actually wrote something down tonight.
something new.
Actually, much to your chagrin, there is
100% blank. All right, so we got 4 awards.
Recorded live from the White Table Studios. It's the
So,
Smarky Awards.
I don't know, Brian, if you remember last week on Rawsome where Rob got mad at me for talking over that.
what? For talking over the sound effects?
Yeah.
Yeah, you always do. So
Okay, well,
that's par for the course.
I was quiet last night. Rob talked over him the whole time. Didn't yell
it's-
at himself
so
once.
Monday Night Rawsome is his show, so he's allowed to do whatever he wants. If I'm the arbitrator,
Yeah,
then
he's-
yes, I side with him.
He is that parent. He thinks he's got parental control and doesn't respect his elders, which I am, by the way. So here's our awards.
I forget
Marked
that.
out award. Well, that sucked. I know because I'm younger looking. Marked out award. Well, that sucked. LOL. Pink slip award. Those are our awards tonight. We're going to start with marked out.
You repeat that?
Marked out. Well, that sucked. Or, well, that didn't suck. You can pick your positive spin on that if you want. LOL and Pink Slip Award. Go ahead, Brian. What is your marked out?
My marked out award was for Chris Jericho taking the selfie when he was mocking Matt Riddle with the headband and his fucking triple chin. Hysterical.
All right. I guess you earned this, Brian.
One
Medine,
coin. Wow.
what is your marked out award?
When I walked in, when I was banned from the beginning of the show because I was inside watching Trish Charlotte face to face.
Oh, sorry.
You were here for that though, weren't you?
I was inside
No.
though because
That was at the beginning of the show. He was, of course, late. He was trying to rewatch it, and I'm trying to cut the cold open, so I banned him from the studio, locked him out. For a
He's
second.
like, yo, you can't come in, and I was like, all right, well, I'm trying to watch this fight. This is good. I thought I liked the promo, but that was the first of me seeing them together, so
Yeah.
that was why I marked out.
Right. Thanks a lot, Bob. My marked out award is going to be Aleister Black. Lying down on his back, he says that match isn't at SummerSlam, it's now.
Damn it. That was my LOL.
That was your LOL?
Yeah.
How was that an LOL? It's a mark out.
Because he was like upside down on his fucking board or his I don't know what do you call that? The thing that
Plank?
It's not a plank, is it?
I'll go with
It's
it.
supposed to be
I'll go
like
with
It's a flat board that lifts him.
It's supposed to be him, I thought, levitating, but with that loud crank in the background, obviously no.
No, well, that's not the actual crank. They
So,
put that in there.
I want to be the person who cranks that. No, it's an actual person. They probably have that position. He files taxes. I don't know if he gets tips.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay.
No sound effect. Oh, thank you.
For your LOL, because number one, we're not even at LOL. We're at the first friggin' award. You're at the third. Marked out, Kenta facing Will Ospreay. That's for Bang Bus. That should be good. Anaconda Vice, Medine making an appearance as his marked out.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah, when the part-timers come back, it's like Raw reunion. We pop for a minute, then we put the mandible claw on you. Brian's going to do that as we fade to black
I'm not
tonight.
wearing
Just
any
FYI.
socks right now, so.
You can use mine.
Okay.
Stike says marked out award. Triple H trying to get the Undisputed Era versus AJ Finn and Gallows and Anderson for War Games. If that is fucking true, that's what I said maybe 3 weeks ago, Brian. How amazing would that be if Finn, when he comes back, joins the OC and they go down to War Games 4-on-4 against Undisputed?
That makes no sense.
Why the fuck not?
That makes no sense.
No titles need to be. That makes
Okay.
because every fan
they are main roster talent. Okay, and NXT is NXT.
War Games is not main roster. Is the problem?
Why is that the problem?
Because if everybody wants to see a War Games match, that means that OC's got to go down there.
You would need the Undisputed Era to talk it up. No.
Well, no. Apparently, that I guess that's what Stike is saying here.
But what about all right? So what about on the flip side? Would you be okay with having a Hell in a Cell in NXT?
No.
Okay, so
Yeah, it doesn't belong there.
same thing.
I mean, it's a gimmick match that they have a pay-per-view named after on the main roster. It's a gimmick match that they have a pay-per-view named after on NXT. That's why. If you say a cage match, there is no lockdown. Cage matches can be anywhere. Cage matches can be on NXT. Cage matches can be.
It's the gimmick, though.
But you
That's
don't
what I'm
have.
saying, the
No, that's what I'm
stipulation.
saying. Money in the Bank isn't down at NXT. You know, you wouldn't do that.
Well, they have ladder matches. It's the same thing.
It's not a briefcase with a contract that you. It's not the same thing, Brian. You're so. Oh my God.
They have Shark Tank matches.
No, just
Shark Cage.
Listen to my
Where the
voice.
fuck?
Take it from
Shark
the
Week.
wise old Jew.
Shark Week was last week, right?
Next award. Well, that sucked. I'm just gonna say Brian's argument on that. That sucked.
That's my your. Oh, fuck.
What do you got there, Brian? What's your will that suck?
You know what? My will that suck. I'm gonna go back to last night. The Iconics fucking losing those titles. Why did they lose? Tell me.
Because they
Now they're
suck.
off the show. Are they on the show?
They suck. That's why.
Are they in that
their
what, is it
title
gonna be
run?
a four corners tag team.
I
Fucking
feel
turmoil?
like their title run was
bullshit?
spite against Sasha or whatever, and they never did anything with him because they never had anything planned. I feel that the belts will probably be used right again now that they're on Nikki and Alexa. So all I can give you is this, Brian.
So Sasha, why did you say Sasha? You think she's coming back?
The board was mentioning it. They think that she's going to come out at the end of Bailey and Ember and make the save or something. I don't know. Medine, what do you got? What is your will that sucked?
That tonight's close, ending with Roman and
The
Buddy,
Rowan reveal?
Buddy Murphy too, like his whole involvement. I haven't been.
Yeah, Buddy Murphy.
I haven't been paying attention, so. But like he was all intimidated back there, and then like they just put the camera on Brian and Rowan at the end of the night, and they didn't even say a word. Like they
Also-
didn't even have the look of like, yeah, they actually did it. They were
Well,
just like,
and I would have liked Buddy Murphy to stand up to him a little bit.
Thank you.
You know, instead of looking like such a little bitch, especially since he's never on. I gave you the coin, Medine. On the board, well, that sucked. Charlotte's mom line from Stike. Yep, fuck her. Anaconda Vice, well, that sucked. Finding out it was Rowan. Agreed.
We don't know. We don't know for sure. We don't know for sure.
Bang Bus, well, that sucked. Not being able to see the cute-ass Iconics weekly. We don't know for sure, Brian, but that's the thing. That's the supposition that they put out there. They want us to think all the way till Sunday that it's Rowan. I think there's a match against Roman and Rowan because the whole thing was booked as Roman having an open challenge at SummerSlam for this person. Now it's going to be this person, and then at the end you have Daniel Bryan reveal that he's the mastermind. Did Bailey get pinned to lose the tag belts? Iron Med says, I don't fucking remember. That was at WrestleMania. I don't even remember what happened 2 weeks ago. No. That sucked. Goldberg versus
Facts.
Dolph instead of HBK versus Dolph. Yeah, but again, all these fogies. I just want. I don't know.
Do you think HBK is going to be involved in that match in any capacity?
I don't know.
Do a run-in, and then him and Goldberg can fucking hug.
Please no.
If somehow Dolph wins, I could see then yes, maybe HBK comes
so
out.
now you're accepting the fact that there is a potential that he could potentially.
No,
win
it's
this
still
match.
shit. It's still shit no matter how you look at it.
Oh god.
Get over it, Brian.
There you
Soji likes it though. He says yes, Brian.
Yeah. See.
All right, so good. Soji likes it.
Sealer Stout giving thumbs up.
I think that's a pointer finger. I don't think that's a thumbs up. She's pointing to the upper comment.
Oh.
Anyway.
I didn't say thumbs up. I said pointing up.
I think you said thumbs up. Check the tape.
No, you check the tape.
LOL and Pink Slip to go. Brian, what's your LOL?
You know what? I mentioned it before, but it was Aleister Black cutting the promo upside down. It looked like he
It
was on one of those.
wasn't an LOL.
It looked like he's on one of those fucking. What are those boards where you lay back down and you strap your ankles to a board and you just do sit-ups? Right? It's the thing where it flips you upside down.
Medine,
no?
I don't know why he's asking me. I clearly have not been at a gym.
You can press that fourth. Oh, that's true. You can press that fourth button. That's the one that gives that Roddy. No, that's the wrong one.
No, sorry.
That was the right one, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, you said fourth button. My bad.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
What do you got, Medine?
I don't really have anything. I'm good. We still playing that game?
Yeah,
I'm good.
Soji says, LOL, it's SummerSlam for him. Okay, sure.
Where?
That's just what he's saying.
No, that's not what he said.
I think that's what he's saying.
No.
LOL was something that wasn't televised, but the Iconics' reaction to losing during the match on Raw. It was shown during the commercial, so we missed out, but check it out on YouTube. Oh, I'll have to go back and look. I missed that. LOL, Shelton Benjamin for Stike. Natty's saying at SummerSlam, Becky will hand over her vagina and she'll store it.
Inversion board. That's the fucking what it is. Thank you, Sealer Stout.
Did that actually happen, LOL? I don't remember Natty saying she'll
hand over her vagina and store it?
Yeah.
Nice.
That doesn't sound like something that Natty would say.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Love it.
It came from Bang Bus, so
my LOL was when Huskus Harris and Bray are talking about that Finn challenged Fiend. He said that's ignorance in disguise. I don't know.
I'm
I
sorry.
like that. It made me laugh.
I forgot that was funny because I was yeah. That was funny.
Okay. Let's see. LOL. Anybody else? Oh no, he says it's joking.
Yeah. Well,
bad joke, Bang Bus. Not on a night when moms are being shit on by Charlotte.
Yeah, seriously.
Damn,
Come
son.
on. Pink Slip for me. It's always Shane. What about you, Brian?
It's always Shane.
It's always Shane.
You know what? Pink Slip, fucking Goldberg.
Goldberg wasn't even on tonight.
His music was. That's good enough for me. Pink Slip for Sunday, right? Because this is the fiscal wrestling week, so Sunday is part of it. Nope. No, you don't play that. Pink Slip for Goldberg. Have a match
I did play.
and be on your fucking way. Thank you for everything you've done.
Stupid idiot.
Medine, what's yours?
Chris, take it easy. Mine was I'm gonna go with Dolph.
All right. I mean,
I don't even know if he was on the show because I didn't see that part.
Yes.
And I don't care because I didn't want to see him anyway.
He came out to Goldberg's entrance.
You know who else was on the show?
Why is he
Who
still
else
doing
was
that
on?
dumb shit? Is he still really doing that? Dumb
No,
shit?
actually.
No,
He hasn't.
Rocket does matter.
He hasn't done that. The whole entrance of another legend in a while, right?
like 3 weeks.
Okay, so that's pretty long. But you know who else was on the show that we haven't talked about?
Actually, it was last week he came out as HBK, remember?
Did he really?
Oh, he did. You're right.
Started doing
It
that
was one
dumb shit
fucking
again.
week ago, Brian.
Jim Ross. Good old JR. They played his commentary during the whole Trish segment, which is interesting because he's on the fucking AEW
Maybe
team,
they didn't realize it.
Right?
Pink Slip once again goes to Shane for Stike. Pink Slip Shane because Shane for Anaconda Vice. Pink Slip for Bang Bus's Buddy Murphy.
What?
Hasn't wrestled on SmackDown yet. He's too good just to be sitting around. Yeah,
Well, that's true.
He's saying I think he's saying release him to go be good somewhere else.
He's gonna go get a job for Roman after SummerSlam probably.
And Soji hates the new gimmick for Sammy. He says give him the pink slip or don't show him on TV anymore. I don't know.
Right? I thought about him too.
Yo, what's up, Juan?
Juan is way late, but he's also just in time for this. Brian, are you ready now?
What? Oh. Well then. Oh, are you dancing?
I was fake raising the roof.
Fake raising the roof.
Well, I clearly can't raise it sitting.
Well, we played the sound effect earlier as we roll into SummerSlam with some little bit of dirt sheets. Again, Vince McMahon apparently had changed the script for tonight's SmackDown.
Yeah.
This is the third week that this has happened.
So
Going from with the main event with the tag match, where it was supposed to be involving, let's see, it was Daniel Bryan Rowan. Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. Bryan versus Kingston in a singles match, but then they changed it to the tag match.
And just did the promo backstage segments with Kofi instead?
I guess so.
Hey, maybe, I don't know. Maybe he wanted New Day on. New Day was on last night as a prop. Didn't have that match finished. Now he was doing it again. It is what it is. I mean, is there any – I guess with that just being released, it's tough to have more information.
Right. I think it just – maybe after Sunday this will be a lead into a little bit more – make it a little bit more clear.
Vince, give control away or keep control. Don't go back and forth. This is bullshit. Bang, bang. What do you got? What's next?
And then I mentioned it earlier, but Bobby Lashley, he underwent elbow surgery.
What?
I said Bobby Lashley, he underwent elbow surgery.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't hear you.
That's why he has not been on our TV. And please don't bug me about Leo Rush. Where's Leo Rush been? He's not getting elbow surgery.
Man.
Yeah. But it's a rumor to be around like November or so. It's to get rid of some bone spurs from his elbow.
Sometimes you just got to clean some shit up. You hear about that all the time for other professional athletes.
He was last on TV July 15th, so maybe it'll be a little bit. Bone spurs isn't that big of a deal.
There's not much rehab time.
Clean up, and plus, I mean, what are you going to have him do for SummerSlam, right?
Exactly.
He finished up doing all the stuff with Braun. Thank you. Who's that? Chewbacca?
Yeah, Chewbacca.
The Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were asking last night about the dirt sheet, something with Caitlyn and Seth. You have any idea what they were talking about?
Oh, God. So Caitlyn, former WWE Women's Champion, or
she
I
was
guess
on
Divas
Raw
Champion,
Reunion.
right. Her husband was apparently he was throwing some, as the kids say, shade towards Seth Rollins because apparently Seth Rollins had in the past sent some, let's say, scandalous photos of, let's say,
when she
his
was married?
scandalous wiener. What?
But when she was married?
Yes, he knew that he was sending all this shit.
Okay, so
now,
it's not like they were single and this is in the past.
No. Seth was pulling, I guess, if you want to pull it in.
Context is king, I just want to say.
Like a, Dave Bautista, Morrison, Melina type of deal.
Yeah,
where
okay.
It was one of those. So
but
Seth,
none of them were married. Marriage is something different. I mean, a lot of these people on the road, flip-flop and change partners very frequently.
Sure.
Marriage is something that, should not cross the line, is the distinction I'm making. Either way, he shouldn't be sending unsolicited dick pics.
Well, he's been known to do that in the past is one of the problems, but whether or not,
solicited is fine. Unsolicited is the problem.
Well, you don't want to just be fucking blasting them out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't be fucking sending them anyway. Unless
I don't know if you're in a consensual relationship, you're long distance and you want to send a pic, sure.
So you're telling me if Rob asked you before the show, he said, "Hey, Adam, I don't really know what to do for a show close. What do you think? Can you send me a picture of your dong?" So that's okay, just as long as he asks, just so we're clear.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a welcome, gesture, then yeah, do whatever the hell you want. If it's unsolicited, then it crossed the line. I mean, I can't believe you're even arguing this. There's very different things. If I say, Brian, I want a milkshake,
and I send you a picture of my wiener, that's not okay.
That's not okay.
Right.
But if you send me a picture of a milkshake or give me a milkshake, I'm going to be very thankful for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheers, fuckface.
What else you got?
Bang, bang!
That was a long one. So that started with Bobby Lashley's elbow spurs, and we went into interesting. All right, moving on.
Is Bang Bus is talking about one? Is that a fact over there about Nick Aldis?
About how he turned down AEW?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'll get to it if we want to talk about
Go
that.
for it now. I just segued to it.
That's not one that I even have on here. I have some prepared ones, and then if we want to talk about something at some point, we can. I need to deliver this one. This is huge. This is groundbreaking.
All right, go for it.
Ukes will no longer be developing WWE games.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that, for all you gamers, That was a very good sound effect for that. That was appropriate.
I know. I'm good like that.
They had a 20-year relationship, and they will no longer be a part of that. Now, I don't know if this coincides with the whole thing with Kenny Omega saying that he wants to have a whole No Mercy WrestleMania 2000 video game, and Ukes was a part of that, the whole building process of that. So if they have one for AEW, this is their way of getting out of it. I don't know, man. If you know what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. But nevertheless, they are no longer making the video games. So I don't know. Do you play? You said you play the video games though, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Any good?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. Now, what was the one that you were talking about? Nick Aldis. He turned down. He said that he was offered an AEW contract, but he, with all of the things that he's been doing for NWA, he's been building the whole product. That's where he feels like that's where his heart lies. So good for him for not turning down the AEW thing. He even mentioned that there's no bad blood, nothing like that. So it's one of those things where we'll eventually see him, almost like fucking Pac, right?
Right.
We know he's eventually going to land there. It's just a matter of when and when. Same thing with fucking Marty Scurll, right? He's in
Right.
Ring of Honor right now, but eventually he'll probably mosey on over or up to AEW.
What else you got?
Now, the whole beef with Matt Riddle, I saw some people talking about it on the board. But basically, actually, I mean, he really should be the Legend Killer. We know that he's...
Whoa.
What?
Oh, no.
Matt Riddle as a Legend Killer? I didn't even know you were still back there. What are you doing?
Continue.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, continue. I'm ready to end the show.
Yeah. So if you're...
We're way over. And you're way too slow to do a game with.
Come on. The fans demand it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
they will.
wrap this shit up. I'm ready
You
to go.
shouldn't
It's a
even
go
have
home
this.
show, and I want to go home.
Oh, he's getting cranky.
Yeah, I'm really about to cut you off.
Anyway.
This is dragging like fucking Christ.
Says you. Says you.
Yeah, I blame you. You should have cut him off.
This guy.
I'm trying to.
Why? Because you're hot and bothered?
Got my attention.
Oh, my
Sweaty?
God. Seriously.
We could have
I'll-
done the game instead.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you know
We
what?
can end.
Okay, guys, sorry. Adam says it's done, so...
No, I mean, this is you're not saying anything. He's off in the corner fucking texting to himself. Let's wrap this shit up. We're over an hour. I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick. What do we have left?
Just the Matt Riddle and Chris Jericho
So get to the point.
Twitter beef that's been going on.
So get to the
Well,
point.
now I feel very rushed, and now I feel like you don't even want to be a part of this. So
Nope.
why even talk about it, Adam?
Sounds good.
Right? Vice is saying Adam is an angry elf tonight. Yeah,
Sweet.
it's true.
Final thoughts. What you got,
It's
Medine?
true.
I think we should play a game.
Final thoughts, BT.
Is he Triple H? Sounds like Triple H.
No, I think we should play a game.
Final thoughts. What you got?
What do you think, board?
Oh, I got
play
nothing.
a game?
I got nothing.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks,
SummerSlam,
Adam.
we're going to
Thanks,
react. We may do a little post-show reaction a little bit for TakeOver. I doubt it. Who knows? But we will be reacting to SummerSlam.
Adam heel turn. Wow.
So,
Yeah.
tune in then. No, it's over an hour show. Who's going to listen now?
They're still
gone,
listening.
whatever.
Says
They're
the
still
fucking
the guys.
cranky
The guys still
80-year-old.
listening are the ones that are gonna listen.
Final thoughts from Stike. He says LAX could be at TakeOver. Is
Oh,
that a
look at
rumor?
Vice. Play a game, bitch.
Brian
son.
already took off his headphones, so
Nah,
he's
he's
good.
coming back, son.
Iron Meds goes, chill, guys, chill. No, I mean, it's tiring. We got a long pay-per-view weekend here, and we're dragging through Dirt Sheet. And yeah, there's no point.
We're this late. Why not just 5 more minutes?
No,
Come on.
It's not 5 more minutes.
Not
there's
even-
no
not-
way.
Come on. Give it to
There's
give
no
it to
way.
them. They
No.
want it.
No, show up
They
on time.
want it. Come on,
prepare
bro.
in the post, all that. Yeah, no, exactly.
Boy.
Anyway, so tune in next time. Same Smark time, same Smark channel.
Boo.
Really?
Catch you on the flip side.
Markedout Podcast is produced and edited by U-Record Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.
Please, listen to my voice. Take it from the wise old Jew.